Thank you for choosing a Caleffi HYDROFILL. This quick installation tip video will give you a brief overview on how to use your brand new HYDROFILL water treatment filling unit. One of the first things that you should notice when you open the box is a set of operation instructions for your new HYDROFILL. Be sure to follow them and read them carefully because they will give you everything that you need to know. The HYDROFILL is used to fill closed loop hydronic systems with demineralized water using tap water available on site. What you may not realize is that in most cases, the tap water available on site does not meet the strict requirements for water quality set forth by the equipment manufacturers, thus the need for the HYDROFILL. So let's go over the features on the two HYDROFILL models that we have available. The 2-bag model that we have here is going to have an on-off valve at the very bottom with a 3/4 inch garden hose thread connection. We're going to have a 3/4 inch garden hose thread connection on top as well with a cap. You're going to have a TDS meter on top, which is going to measure your total dissolved solids in parts per million. You'll notice here that the 2-bag model is going to be fairly portable and pretty small, while our 4-bag model is going to have a nice stainless steel cart to help you get it around. Depending on your site water, you'll be able to get about 1,000 or more gallons of treated water out of your 2-bag model and roughly about double that out of our 4-bag model. Operation of the HYDROFILL is pretty straightforward. You're going to connect your site water up to the bottom connection here, and then out of the top you're going to take that to your fill point of your system, or if you're using the demineralized water, to blend with glycol. Once you've made your connections to the HYDROFILL, you're going to want to slowly open the valve at the bottom of the unit. At this point you're going to want to keep an eye out for any leaks that might be occurring at any of your connections. At that point you can depress the yellow lever at the top to assist in purging any air out of your hose or in the HYDROFILL unit itself. Before making any connections to your HYDROFILL, we highly recommend testing your site water. We offer a multifunction meter that tests pH as well as total dissolved solids. So I've been showing you how to use our HYDROFILL using our 2-bag unit as a demonstration. Here next to me here I've got our 4-bag unit, which has 2 more resin bags inside of it and actually doubles your capacity on treated water. It also includes our nice stainless steel cart here to help you move it around. So again, you've got your hoses connected and you're filling up your system. You are going to want to make sure to keep an eye on that TDS meter that's on the very top. When you start filling the system, you're going to see roughly about 0 parts per million, maybe up to 10 parts per million. As the resin bags start to get depleted, then you are going to start seeing it creep up a little higher and a little higher. At 30 parts per million, we do recommend changing out the resin bags, so let me show you how to do that. First, you're going to want to shut off your site water supply, wherever you're getting that from. Then you're going to want to shut down the drain valve at the very bottom of the HYDROFILL unit. At that point, if your HYDROFILL is connected to a system that you're filling, you're going to want to isolate that as well. Then you can disconnect all of your hoses from the HYDROFILL, and then take it over to a floor drain, open up the bottom valve again, and drain all the water from your HYDROFILL unit. Once the water has drained from your HYDROFILL, you're going to want to come behind it here, and you're going to want to depress the yellow lever. This is going to allow you to unlock the lid and pull it off. So you'll twist it a 1/4 turn, and then lift up on it, and it'll pop right off. And we'll set the lid aside. Removal of the resin bags is pretty straightforward. You're just going to grab a hold of the top of them and pull them out and set them aside here. We do offer replacement resin bags for the 2- and 4-bag models. You'll also want to make sure to keep the drain valve open at the very bottom, so that way if there's any suction pulling out that last bag, it'll make your life a little easier. Your replacement bags are going to come in a nice tightly sealed bucket that we've got here. This bucket is a 4-bag replacement bucket. You'll notice that when you pull the bags out, they're going to be quite damp. It is very important that these resin bags remain damp and don't dry out completely, as it will reduce the effectiveness of the resin bags. The same thing holds true when you go to stop using the HYDROFILL unit. You're going to want to drain out most of the water, but you're going to want to close off the valve at the bottom and put the cap back on at the top so as not to dry out the bags as they're in the unit. When you go to insert the new resin bags into the HYDROFILL, you're going to want to make sure that the end with the cable tie is on top. When you slide these guys down in here, you're going to want to get it all the way to the bottom and make sure to pat it down real good to fill in all the crevices and stuff in the bottom there. Then you'll take the next 3 and do the exact same thing. Make sure not to split open these bags, as it will be a big mess of little pieces of plastic resin. When you are replacing the resin bags in the unit, make sure to replace all of them at once. Make sure not to mix old bags with new bags. Now that we've replaced the resin bags in the unit, we're going to want to put the top back on. I'm going to put it on at an angle to the top of the unit and give it a nice 1/4 turn, and it'll lock in place. So once you're done filling up your system, you're going to want to make sure to drain as much of the water out of the hydrofill as possible. This will make it easier for transporting, getting it up the stairs, as well as any potential problems that could occur due to freezing temperatures. Another great resource for information on water quality is our issue number 18 of Hydronics. Be sure to check that out. I hope you found these tips useful. If you have any further questions, please be sure to contact your wholesaler, your rep, or us directly. And thanks for watching.